Hey guys, it's Carrie Lee with Somachandra Tarot and Somachandra Libra. I was hit with this pretty gnarly download today. I get downloads frequently when I'm out and about. I get my strongest downloads when I'm actually actively participating in life versus when I'm just sitting down and meditating and consciously trying to channel messages. Got a really strong claircognizance download that surprised me. It doesn't really resonate with me, but it might at some point soon. It has to do with like teaching, learning, maybe entrepreneurship. This is definitely playing out in it could be in an education dynamic. It could also be in a spiritual or political dynamic as well. Um, I'm seeing and hearing a teacher or a mentor. It could be a boss as well. Um, you could be in that role, or this could be like in relation to someone that's passing down knowledge to you in some way. I'm seeing a teacher or a mentor be irritated, annoyed, and possessive of knowledge. And it's sort of inappropriate because they're in the role of a mentor and a teacher, and they're irritated that other people are using the knowledge that they themselves are teaching. And it's like a bruised ego thing. It's like someone teaches someone something and gives them foundational knowledge, and then that teacher or that boss or that mentor is seeing a student or someone that they legitimately pass the knowledge on to, take that knowledge, make it their own, expand upon it, expound upon it, and get credit for that. I'm not picking up plagiarism. I'm not picking up piggybacking, where like we take someone else's work and we make it our own. That's not what's happening. It's someone very possessive of their knowledge and not wanting anyone to do what they do. It's like they taught the class and then they were irritated that the students actually listened and then turned around and used that knowledge the way it was intended to be used, like for their benefit, to help them grow as a person. And the teacher or the giver of the knowledge is ticked off about that, like, oh, now they're using my knowledge, and it's like they want to take it all back and they want to keep it for themselves. They're irritated that the knowledge that they pass down is being practically applied by someone else, and they're watching a student or maybe an employee shine and get credit for good work, and maybe they're getting, clients, or they're getting a raise, or like the knowledge that the teacher passed down really benefited this person, but now the teacher or the boss or the mentor is like, their ego's really bruised because they're not getting credit for that anymore. They're seeing someone else get credit for what they learned from them. This is an interesting and tricky place for a teacher or a boss or a mentor, or for anyone that's like teaching sacred information, passing down information. And here's the thing. I think a funny thing happens when you share your ideas with the world. They don't belong to you anymore. When you share your ideas with the world, like, they don't belong to you alone anymore. If you didn't want anyone else to have your knowledge and use the knowledge that you said you were willingly going to share, like if you didn't want that to happen, you shouldn't have maybe taught someone your trade secrets. So it's definitely about like being possessive of knowledge, possessive of information, and definitely it's about trying to control the way someone else uses the knowledge and information that they pass down. Actually, when I got the download, I was like, wow, have I ever been in that scenario? I have. Like every every astrology, every human design, every spiritual group I've ever been in, every church I've ever been in, every classroom I've ever been in. I will challenge my teachers. I will ask them a lot of questions, and I will turn around and explain what I'm hearing in my own way. And I've had teachers be really happy for me and really proud of me. And then I've had other teachers almost resent that their own students will take what they teach them and make it their own, or expand upon it, or expound upon it. Like they can't handle that. They want to control the information. They're greedy with the information. They're possessive of the knowledge. And yeah, that's just something that teacher has to work through. And I'm also hearing that a teacher, boss, or mentor is sort of gaslighting a student with that. And if you're on the receiving end of that, you need to know that spirit is seeing and hearing you. Like, that teacher is gaslighting you. That teacher is jealous. I mean, I've been a teacher too. I used to be a dance teacher at one point, and there were times when I had to watch a student and someone younger than me with less experience than me take my choreography and do something with it on a stage that I could never have done. That's why I was the choreographer and not the performer. And I think that there's a little bit of jealousy going on there. Like, that teacher, mentor, boss is like, oh, I wish I could go back in time, and I don't want them to be more successful than me. And now they're going to try to put the student in their place. They're trying to like take back the knowledge that they willingly gave. I'm getting the sense that there was a mutually agreed upon exchange. So for any of you that are in a learning process or in a teaching process, this I think is going to come up for some of you, where your ego is going to be challenged. Can you allow yourself to be a teacher and let go of information, let go of your trade secrets, and share them with someone else? I mean, when you're an entrepreneur and you teach a class, your students are going to pay you for that, and then they're going to turn around and use what you taught them, and they may supersede you. They may exceed your expectations, even of yourself. They might make more money than you. They might take it to a better place than you could ever take it. And that can really bruise the ego of the teacher. You know, you have to pick. Do you want to be the student, or do you want to be the teacher? Do you want to sell a good and service? And if you sell a good and service, or you share knowledge and information, are you okay with it being used by other people? It's definitely important to get in touch with motivations when our ego is bruised in that way. And again, always keeping in mind that, you know, aside from plagiarism and aside from piggybacking, something happens when you share information with the world. It's not yours anymore, and people are going to do with it whatever they want. They're going to take that knowledge and they're going to make it their own, and then they're going to practically apply it in their lives, and they're going to be successful with it. And they might even be more successful than the teacher, and the teacher has to accept that and get in touch with why they became a teacher or a mentor or a leader to begin with. A good teacher and a good mentor and a good leader wants their students to succeed and surpass them. They passed on the knowledge so that other people would have that knowledge too. So if you don't want your knowledge, your sacred secret tricks of the trade, your special knowledge, if you don't want that utilized or expounded upon or practically applied by other people, you're going to have to keep it to yourself. Otherwise, you have to accept that that's what people are going to do once you share your knowledge with the world. So I thought that that was a pretty specific download and a pretty interesting download. And if you are about to enroll in a course, or you have a new boss or mentor, maybe you've gotten a new job, it's definitely important to consider those things and those intimate relationships you're having with coworkers, with teachers, with your students even. You know, get in touch with your branding. And are you okay with people quoting you? Are you okay with people using your knowledge for their own benefit? Make sure you have all those things worked out for yourself before you offer up your knowledge. You don't have to give it away for free, but when you share it, it's shared and you can't take it back. You can't control what other people do with it. So yeah, that's the download. Those are the things that are coming through in a collective way, and I wanted to share them with you guys. I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.